Hello and welcome to Watches and Wonders 2023 and the WorldTempus Evening News, where each day we're going to be following members of the WorldTempus team around the show to discover all the watches and all the wonders. Now, it's been quite a hectic day already, as I was up early filming even before the show started. I am the designated driver of the WorldTempus taxi, but more of that in a minute. Now, for the program of the day, we're going to be kicking off with Jordy Bellido, our managing editor, who's over at TAG Heuer to discover the booth. Our big boss, Brice Le Chevalier, will be at Ulysse Nardin, where he's interviewing Patrick Constant. Our Editor-in-Chief Suzanne Wong is going to be looking at novelties at Vacheron Constantin and Zenith. And our guest of the day is Alessandro Ficarelli, Chief Marketing Officer from Panerai. So now let's get started with the WorldTempus taxi. First passenger of the day is Niels Eggerding, the CEO of Frederique Constant. Are you ready for a ride?
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. Now, if you want to see any of these videos in full, go over to our WorldTempus YouTube channel, where you'll be able to see everything. Do hit the subscribe button because we're going to be posting a lot of content here this week. But now it's time for Jordy at TAG Heuer.
Hey Sophie, so today I am taking you to the TAG Heuer booth, and I am joined by George Sis, Chief Marketing Officer, who's going to tell us everything behind its design. So George, what is the theme of this year's TAG Heuer booth?
The theme of this year's TAG Heuer booth here at Watches and Wonders is the 60th anniversary of TAG Heuer Carrera. It's one of our most iconic collections, and it's actually one of the most iconic collections of all of watchmaking. Yeah. It's a watch that has been designed and came to life through Jack Heuer. It was his baby project, and we're just really happy that after 60 years we can reimagine it with a brand new iteration. Yeah. That really brings some of the most amazing aspects of this very first iterations, and brings it to the 21st century. You know? Yeah.
So tell me, how does the booth reflect the watches you're presenting?
So
it's quite obvious, but
it's obvious with the Porsche Carrera over here, right? There is an obvious link to the motorsports. The Carrera is a watch that has been forever symbol of the motorsports, of the lovers of motorsport. It has been the watch that Jack Heuer used to give to the best drivers in the world, such as Niki Lauda. And all the drivers of the Ferrari teams in the 70s. It was the watch of success.
Well, thank you so much for your explanation, and well, good luck for this week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Jordy.
Back to you, Sophie.
That is quite some booth. Now we're going to be looking at some novelties with Suzanne, who's over at Zenith, and she has her eyes closed. You're going to enjoy this one.
Hi WorldTempus family, and welcome to our new video series where I and a watch expert will identify watches whilst blindfolded. Now here we have with us today our good friend whom you may remember from previous videos, Romain Marietta of Zenith, and I'm sure all of us are going to learn a lot from him today. Okay, this is interesting. This is not something
Does it feel familiar?
No, honestly, no. That's why I'm like trying to ask myself whether it's a vintage model, but it feels like ceramic because it feels quite cool to the touch. Time is running out. You better take it in.
Where are you?
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So for me, honestly, I know what it is exactly, absolutely, because of the strap I have in my hands. You gave me some clue with the ceramic fitting, and I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
It's a ceramic case. It's not a Chronomaster because we have 3 different type of case in Chronomaster, and it's not this one. It's a brand new one.
It's a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one, so that's why you're totally lost.
Okay, that's not fair.
That's not fair. It's a novelties. It's a novelties from.
All right,
Watches and
so
Wonders.
tell us what it is.
Yeah, it's the pilot. It's the new pilot, big date flyback in ceramic.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay. Well, you know,
you can discover
I
now what it is.
had no chance with this one. Zero chance.
Now we're going to join Brice Le Chevalier over at Ulysse Nardin, where he's interviewing Patrick Pruniot with a fishbowl of questions. Let's take a look.
Hello, Patrick. You're the CEO of Ulysse Nardin. Thank you for welcoming us on your booth. You're our fishbowl session of the day, and you're going to pick up 3 questions, 1 orange, 1 red, and 1 green. And you've got 10 seconds to answer each, please.
Good, thanks. What question do journalists ask that you most dislike? Well, actually, probably the question I expect the journalists to be aware of what we're doing and also to share a passion and at least to be very open and excited and also challenge us.
Good. We will remember this. A green one or red one?
Red one. What are you most looking forward to this week at Watches and Wonder? A lot. It's going to be a very exciting week. Obviously, a lot of excitement on the launch of the new Freak, and also, I guess, growing interest there is for the Freak family overall. But I'm sure only the booth itself and the environment is going to create that.
Thank you very much. Last one with a green question.
Is that the sustainable one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
If you could switch job with someone at a manufacturer whose job would interest you the most, well, clearly watchmaker. That would be my dream, to be a watchmaker, and especially a high-horology watchmaker.
Okay.
Especially at Ulysse Nardin.
So see you next year as a watchmaker.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Sophie, all yours.
Now, back to Suzanne, who is with the showcase at Vacheron Constantin. Now, the showcase is our special photographic presentation unit where you can put watches inside and zoom in really close. So Suzanne is going to be looking at one of their retrograde timepieces. So let's go and join her now.
Hi WorldTempus family, we're back with another special session with the WorldTempus Showcase. This one's a Watches and Wonders 2023 hands-on experience at the Vacheron Constantin manufacturer in Ploliwat. As you guys know by now, this year is the year of the retrograde display at Vacheron Constantin. And if you didn't know that before, you do now. I have in my hands the Patrimony Retrograde Day Date, an extremely alluring looking timepiece, as you can tell, even at this distance. And we're going to dive straight into the close-up without any further ado. If you guys aren't familiar with the retrograde display, here's a live demonstration. We all know the kind of watch indication with hands that go round and round. I'll show you with the hours and minutes on this watch. There we go. You can see that exactly how the hands make a complete rotation around the dial. With the retrograde display, the hand doesn't complete one full rotation. It goes through an arc and then snaps back to 0 when required. While it's going through that arc, it can move in a smooth motion or it can take distinct and discrete steps. Let me show you with the day date indication here.
And now it's time for our guest of the day, who is Alessandro Ficcarelli, Chief Marketing Officer from Panerai. Hi Alessandro, how are you today?
Hi Sophie, I'm fine. Very happy to be here at Watches and Wonders 2023.
Well, thanks for joining us on our WorldTempus sofa today. Let's start with novelties, because that's what everyone wants to see on this first day. What's new for you at Panerai?
Hey, this year we talk about Radiomir and Panerai legendary history. So the theme of the year is Una storia leggendaria. And Radiomir is our most historic collection. It's the first watch presented to the Italian Navy in 1935 by Panerai. And this year we restage the collection, the product line, with the most historic association.
And what are you wearing here? Because this is beautiful.
Yeah, today I'm wearing a Radiomir. It's a 45mm, so Radiomir is recognized for its cushion shape for the wire loop strap attachment, that is the Ansia filo, and the conical crown, and has a strong vintage look. As I was saying, it's the first Panerai watch for the Italian Navy, and there's this sandwich dial with a 12.6, and the signature of this Radiomir Brunito is the 8 giorni brevettato, naming on the dial because it feature 8 days end-wound caliber produced in our manufacture in Neuchâtel.
Wow, I look forward to seeing that later in the week during my Panerai touch and feel.
Yeah, you will see. We are presenting at Panerai World these 2 editions, one in gold tech and one in platinum, with the blue dial, the gold version, and with an exclusive green dial, always with the sandwich construction, the platinum version.
Okay. Now, I was walking past the Panerai booth earlier, and that's one thing I've always appreciated about Panerai. It's not just the design of the watches, but there's the design of your whole universe with your boutiques. And the booth is really something. Can you tell me a little bit about the concept?
Yeah, the Panerai World this year is even more immersive than the past. It's about sailing, it's about Eileen, because Radiomir is... when we talk about Radiomir, it's about our legendary history. Once again, it's about Florence, where Panerai was born, but it's about Italianità, it's about Italian design, it's the Italian lifestyle, and is also associated to the sea world. If submersible is the watch for the diver underwater, Radiomir can be considered the watch of the captain. And as you know, we have this fantastic boat from 1936 that is a William V Eileen boat, and this year the inspiration is about the sea world but above the sea with the boat. So we have this all this sail where we can discover the Radiomir novelties of this year. Again, an immersive experience with interactive screens, and all the Panerai world of this year is to be discovered.
Oh, wow, that sounds like super fun. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on our WorldTempus sofa.
Thank you,
And
Sophie, for your invitation.
And I wish you a wonderful fair. And thank you so much for watching. We'll be back the same time tomorrow. So stay with us and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, bye.